The Apex Legends Preseason Invitational is fast approaching, and I thought now would be a good time to start a series of primer videos leading up to the event to get anyone new to the competitive scene caught up. I'm JetSet Jamerson, and this is the Apex Legends Preseason Primer Series. In this Primer Series, I will be pulling most, if not all, of my examples from the ESPN EXP Invitational, as it is the only past tournament with a similar setting, meaning it was played on a LAN client and with a lobby of professional players. In today's video, I'll be listing the 4 legends that will be mainly played at the Preseason Invitational. Let's get into it. Apex Legends at its core and definitely at the highest level is a team-based game, which makes utility and synergy incredibly important factors to consider when selecting legends and team compositions. The legends we'll see in today's list all have those traits, but we'll be basing our list solely off of the pick rate of the legends during the EXP X Games Invitational. Starting it off at number 4 is Lifeline with a 22.5% usage rate. As a support character, Lifeline was extremely popular for her ability to boost the economy of teams, meaning teams could conserve on their syringes or medkits in favor of the Doc Heal drone and supplement their equipment or econ with Lifeline's care package drops. With Wattson coming into the meta though, Lifeline dropped in usage as players valued the shield recovery of Wattson's interception pylon over the heal drone of Lifeline, which makes sense. There were also nerfs to the Doc Heal drone and buffs to the damage the ring does, which now limits the utility that Lifeline once offered. Teams used to be able to rotate outside of the first and second rings, taking extra time to loot or rotate into a more favorable position. But now the drone breaks after taking 2 ticks of damage from the ring. Despite this, some teams played heavy economy-oriented double support compositions, opting for both Lifeline and Wattson. Moving on to number 3, we have Pathfinder with an 85% pick rate. Once seen as an early meme pick, Pathfinder is now almost a must pick, gaining popularity during the dark days when it seemed like Pathfinders had the hitbox of Swiss cheese. He has cemented himself a place in the top 3 legends played even after Respawn fixed his hit registration issues. His mobility with the grappling hook is unmatched as he is the only legend that offers vertical movement on a low cooldown. His passive insider knowledge is also invaluable to teams to help them predict the late game circles. A few patches ago, Respawn changed some of the behavior of the ring, making it a bit harder to predict the late game circle. Using his passive to figure out where rings 2 or 3 will end, teams can be nearly 99% certain about where the ring will end. I've made a video about using Pathfinder to predict the end game circles that you can also check out. Pathfinder continues to provide use for his team in the form of his ultimate, the zipline gun. Sure, it can help teams gain or contest high ground and cover long distances, but many viewers were introduced to the endgame tight roping tactic that teams use throughout the EXP Invitational, with Tempo Storm having an excellent finish in game number 6 using this tactic. And that's it for Pathfinder. Our runner-up for most used legends actually eked out our number 3 Pathfinder by a tiny margin. Wattson, the latest addition to the Apex Legends roster, propelled her way into the meta in a quick way with an overall pick rate of 85.83%, beating Pathfinder by that 0.83%. We've talked a bit about Wattson earlier on and how well she contributes to the economy of teams. The thing we have to remember is that shields are valued higher above regular health. As the first line of defense, shields take damage first and will require more healing as a result, especially in a pro setting where teams are focusing more on poking rather than on straight-on engagements. Wattson and her ultimate, the interception pylon, allows teams to indefinitely poke and trade with others, meaning if you want to trade against a Wattson composition, you better either have plenty of shield cells and batteries or a Wattson of your own. The interception pylon has the added benefit of destroying enemy projectiles, allowing Wattson compositions to hold up in buildings. She adds even more defense to strongholds with her perimeter security fences. Overall, Wattson is an incredibly strong pick, which many don't expect to see any drop in usage until maybe the release of crypto. And finally, the number 1 picked legend in pro play clocks in at a staggering 100% pick rate, and it's Wraith. That's right, every single team played her in every game of the EXP Invitational. It really comes as no surprise as Wraith's kit is immensely powerful in all stages of the game. She's exceptional as a fighter because of her tiny frame and her tactical ability into the void, which allows her to disjoint arc stars and damage over time effects like Nox gas and thermites. Also, her ultimate ability, Dimensional Rift, just has a surplus of uses. I'm going to stop right here because there's so much to cover regarding Wraith, which I'll go more in depth with in a future video for the series. And that's it. If you want to take a look at my EXP Invitational Legend pick rate chart, I've linked it in the description below. It's posted in the competitive Apex subreddit, so if you're interested in competitive Apex Legends, make sure to join the subreddit. So what do you think? Was your favorite legend not on the list? If so, let me know in the comment section below about why they should be played more in competitive Apex Legends and during the preseason invitational. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Apex Legends videos. I'm Jet Set Jamerson, and this was the Apex Legends Preseason Primer, Top Legends Edition. I'll see you guys next time in the arena.